What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd and I'm back with some more Age Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the purple color, playing as Loki. His name is Jellyfish and he is the 98th jellyfish in the entire world. He's not the 97th, he's not the 99th, he is the 98th, and don't you forget it. His partners today in the green color playing as Set is AHY6UT, which I have no idea how I'm going to deal with, but he's playing Set. And he also has another partner in the teal color playing as Uranus, who's also, his name is Old Man, how do we say this? Fjolsvin. That's a difficult one, but that's his name. His opponents today, or their opponents today, is Odin, playing as the Norse goddess Freya, which is really convenient because Odin normally goes through Freya, so we're going to probably see Freya picking Freya this game, and I'm going to enjoy saying that a little bit later. We've also got Blue in the Loki color, Loki in the blue color, and his name is Ares here, except he's not playing Hades, he's not playing Poseidon, so he can't pick Ares, which is a little bit sad, but he's Loki, and that's a thing. And then we've also got over here fellow old boy and old man himself from the TOAO clan, but currently is in the OB clan, Raifang, and he's playing Zeus here in this Mediterranean game. This is a community team game. I just started up the stream and these guys were playing, and I was like, let me in, and they let me in, and now I get to watch them all show me how to play the game at some sort of a level. And if we check over here, we've already spotted one relic, and we have to see what this relic is, which is probably not going to get picked up at all, because for some reason, relics don't get grabbed on water maps. Now, I don't understand it. I'm sure you don't understand it, but this is the Ring of Nibelung. It's effectively giving you 8 free gold income a minute. If you divide that by 60, you can see that it's not quite a villager, but it's not quite half a villager either, is it? I'm not sure exactly what the stats are, but it's kind of worthwhile grabbing. You know, do not get this relic after you've researched Vault of Elberus, otherwise your gold income will decrease instead of increase. The other way around is fine. So apparently, if that's a little thing I did not know. Over here we do have another relic. We've got the Eye of Ornlu, another relic that we probably won't be seeing grabbed. We've also got the Nose of the Sphinx. This is actually a really good relic for water map because it's giving yourself 15% extra HP onto your docks, which means that they'll survive a little bit longer from the archership fire. We've also got over here in the top corner the Thunder Cloud Shawl. This is obviously a very good relic as well. However, against the Norse, it's probably not going to want to be grabbed. Against the Set, it will be though, because those chariot archers will hit like a truck. We've also got a relic over here, which is the Pelt of Argus. Not the most useful relic. 6 unit LOS is pretty good for a lot of those low line of sight units, but most of Uranus's units, or even Odin's units, have high line of sight, so you don't really get much value out of it, unless Freya here decides to go for raiding cavalry, in which case, you know, it will be pretty good. So we do see the fishing ship spam already coming out from Freya in these team game Mediterranean maps. You don't want to go for those 1v1 strats where you rush really hard, because chances are your opponents are going to be able to just dock or garrison their fishing ships and then launch a much larger assault back at you with stronger economy, and they will be able to catch up quite well there. So that's a thing. So everybody normally goes for a fairly big boom. We do see a 430 coming in from Old Man Fjolsvin. If we check out everyone else's text, we've got only Old Man Fjolsvin coming through with the Prometheus. Everyone else is taking their sweet time. We do see only six fishing ships here for the Uranus player, which generally speaking means that he's going to go very hard on the water, or he's going to grab an early second town center. And based on the resource distribution he's getting right now, it's looking like this is going to be a pretty heavy gallery rush. Now, if we check out the map here, we do see that there's 3 fish here that he could have grabbed if he scouted that. And it would generally be better on these big maps to go for that extra 9 fish, because it's meaning you're going to have some extra food to use. And if we check out his wood income right now, he's got 100 wood left. So he could have at least got 2 fishing ships out and been totally fine. Now, if we check out the technologies again, we do see Heimdall coming through for Ares. We've got Freya coming in for Freya. Yes, get to say it. And Raifang's going through Hermes. Jellyfish is going through for Seti. Still no advance. Oh, there's the Tar coming through for I can't say it. RY6 Art. Someone have any idea how I can say that name? Anyways, we do see the early Valor onto this dock here with those oracles. It's going to cause a little bit of mischief over here for Freya, but Freya does get his Ulfsarks up. Has the 9. We should have kept chasing that because the houses are really important right now. We see the Bareems coming in now, harassing Freya's fish line here already as they're going to be coming back into the dock, and he's going to have to figure out a way to deal with this. He's already building some Hersa. Probably should have got those coming out when he saw the oracles coming over, or when he saw the Uranos system player, because this is really difficult. We may actually have to see a ceasefire here to allow Freya the time to recoup here, because currently 4 Bareem are stronger than 2 longboats, obviously, but with a dock as well, still a little bit in the favor of the Uranos player. But nice micro from Freya so far. He's able to actually hold this one off. One Ulfsark does get picked off. A Promethean coming in currently. We do see a vision now somewhere. Where's the green going? Green going onto Red's base here with the 4 priests. The Pharaoh going to be picking off villagers here, and he's not paying attention to this at all. Picks off 2 villagers already, going for their 3rd villager. He's going to get 3 villagers here as the villagers get pulled off, and I think it's still going to be too late. The town center does manage to snipe the Pharaoh, but another villager, he gets the villager away there, but still already picking off 3 villagers, and there's another villager here. That's going to be 4 villagers. A 5th villager running over to this as well. May see his life going down the drain as well. That's an absolutely huge Shifting Sands play there by Green, by the set player. That is absolutely crazy. And now Boots of Kipka, everything has been grabbed for Ares there, but we're seeing that Freya's lost his dock. And he's only got 1 dock left. He's still spamming out longboats. And we do see that Ares is coming over. Meanwhile, we've got Raifang and Jellyfish sitting at a standstill, which is exactly what the Norse players want here. The Norse players, all they want is to get a mass amount of boats. And once they do, they win this fight. Because the big advantage for Greek players is that range, that micro. And you do see a little bit of micro going on already for Raifang over here. And now we've got Forest Fire from Freya in order to push these back. I don't know what happened here, but this looks like a bunch of things died as well. And Freya actually going to have to move these villagers over here or something like that. And the forest does get killed off there by that forest fire. And if we check out the villager situation, he's only got 16 villagers here. This Shifting Sands attack, absolutely devastating. And now the longboats can be taking down, what do you say? You could say Ahuet. Ahuet. I like it. Ahuet. Alright. Now we've got Ares pushing in, going to be picking off these green ships, and he's going to have to do a big amount of carrying here. Heavy lifting. He's quite far ahead in the score. For some reason, all these villagers are not doing what they should be. But we do have to remember that Ahuet has definitely hurt himself quite a bit by building all of these priests and everything. This is the big thing here about the set attack. We've actually forgotten how to defend against it. The easiest way to defeat this attack is to just upgrade your sentry towers. You spend 200 wood, you spend 100 gold, and then it's over. The units can't do anything. Meanwhile, he's actually going to be leaving here, but he's just done so much damage with the priests and everything else. But now Freya's actually losing some longboats there as Ares is deciding to come over and help support Raifang here. And Raifang's actually doing a pretty good job here holding off the Norse onslaught here, the Loki onslaught. He does have ceasefire still, and I'm surprised he did not use that ceasefire when the Shifting Sands came down, because that would have been absolutely key because of all the resource investment that Ahuet had sent his way. It would have also kept the dock alive if he did cast that one. Now we've got Ares coming on the back. We do have some support here from Jellyfish over here and Ahuet, but we don't have any Bareems here for old man Fjolsvin, who's really hurting over on that side of the map. Meanwhile, Raifang and Ares pushing in here, doing some big damages, but now Ares not as far ahead as we thought he was, because it was simply just low HP longboats there, and if you fight a big fight here, they will all die at some point here. And now we do see the Raifang ship's going to have to get out of here, and now Old Man Fjolsvin moving in as Freya has to retreat back to his base. He is really struggling for resources. He's sitting at 59 population. Heimdall, or Ares I should say, at 79. Ahuad at 88. Old Man Fjolsvin at 62. Ryfang at 71 and Jellyfish at 94, coming out very far ahead right now. He's playing very well, and with Ahuad over here currently, it's going to be a difficult time for Ryfang to come out of this without the assistance of Ares, who's only got, say, 5 longboats here. Not microing very well here from Ryfang. Gets dragged a long distance. There's a lot of DPS missed out on. Nice micro from Ahuad and Jellyfish currently in order to win this fight over here. Meanwhile, Freya has managed to push Old Man Fjolsvin back yet again. So he's actually, even after all of the economic damage he's taken, he's actually doing some real solid work here against Old Man Fjolsvin. So that's all credit to him after losing all those villages. But the big problem right now is going to be Ryfang has just lost the water. There's been no attempt at ceasefiring anything here. Going to be saving that possibly for a flaming weapons of some description. Second town center is coming up for Ryfang, looking like he's gearing up to grab this town center as well. He's got the resources for it, and he is going to be grabbing that town center as well. Got to be super careful right now. Once you grab 3 town centers on Mediterranean, you have to remember that you've lost your food income completely. And we do see that a shockwave does come down there onto Old Man from Old Man Fjolsvin onto Freya, is pushing him back. So you've got to be super careful about those villages, and you need to make sure you've got at least 4 villages per town center. It's probably like 5 villages per town center for food if you're on pigs and chicken. On the hunt, you only need 4 villages. On the pigs, probably more like 5. So you've got to make sure when you get 3 town centers, you get those extra villages going onto food so you can pump the villages out and keep yourself going here. We do see a town center now coming up for Freya, who's moving forward. The Hersa has been spotted, but he will be able to kick off this Wadget though, which could be huge. This settlement is going to try to come up, but the Milo have spotted the Longhouse coming up, and we do see some Ulfsarks getting spammed out. I don't think it's a bad idea to be making some throwing axemen right now, because this is only Milo tries to throw down a ghost building there to block off the town center, but it's not going to happen. Too slow on that one. We do see the Caddiscopus chilling here, it's shucking out, and we do see Jellyfish carrying up his own longhouse now. And the town center is just about to get up, with all of the infantry coming out onto that one in order to grab that. Ares does come through Njord now. This is going to be a really big power spike, because not only does he get Njord here with the Kraken, he's going to build a couple of them. There's a really strong myth unit. They're possibly stronger than any other heroic age myth unit on the water. It's just you get limited by the amount of favor that they cost, and given that you're Norse, you can't really gather that favor, and we do see we're wasting one of those special abilities, but it does not matter because of the dragon ships coming out. But now we also have the walking woods to come in. The villagers still trying to grab this, get this town center up. It's going to be very close, but as villagers get picked off, Ryfang casts a ceasefire there. That's possibly a little bit too early on that one. I think he was fine. I think he would have got the town center up, given the villagers on there, even with Jellyfish preventing it. And now that gives Jellyfish complete open reign to go Bragi here. Flaming weapons push onto Ryfang, and he's gonna have his work cut out for him here. If I'm Ryfang, having to be forced to cast the ceasefire there, I'm going to be chucking up watchtowers here and just playing the long game, really trying to slow down the Loki as much as possible and just concede the fact that he's going to probably be beating me, and I just have to slow him down is the way to play. At this point is kind of where we're at, especially because he's going to have that extra fish economy. We see he's got Persin and all of these ships here hurting, and we do see that Ares is kind of investing quite a bit into staying on the water, and there is the walking woods going to be coming in onto the hometown center. There's no heroes here, and these walking woods, they do 18 crash damage plus 7 hack damage. So this town center is going to go down, especially because it's an Oranos town center, an Atlantean town center, which is sitting with 700 less HP onto it, and all the villagers in the world repairing this one is not going to be enough for this. This is like 5 siege towers or something like that, and they just take the town center down like crazy. The hero Mamila come over now, the villagers come straight back onto it, and that's the damage done right now. We'll see if Old Man Fjolsvin can do anything here with this extra timing. He does have access to Balder and we may be seeing a fairly fast battle here from him as he's already got 3 town centers here. And there is the Ares Thimble Winter super fast as he's moving on to the bottom town center here, but gets super unlucky on the wolf spawn. Not hitting a wolf spawn on this town center may matter. There's still 4 or 3 walking pies left. The town center now only 2, now none left, and the town center does survive. But these wolves over here are going to be destroying the economy of Ahuet, of Jellyfish, and of Old Man Fjolsven. Now we see the Bragi coming through for Jellyfish. He's got quite the army over here already with all these units, and now we've got all of the Navy from Ares going to be coming in to hit all of the economy from Old Man Fjolsven and everyone else as well. Not only that, he's going to start having those Yormund Elvers, or Ulvers, not sure how to say it, but those are some of the best units, or the best Mythic Age unit in the game, in my opinion. And we'll probably see those slithering around here somewhere. I can't spot exactly where it is, but that's fine. It's hard to see anything here, but surprised to see that Raifang hasn't defended this at all. And oh my god, he hasn't actually done anything here. He's only got 2 archery ranges building stuff, and there's a flaming weapons. That's actually rather early, and Raifang can just retreat here. He will lose this town center, but he can just retreat back to his home. Oh, he's got a lot of idle villages here that he needs to sort out. And this one is going to be kind of on Freya and Ares to push through against Ahuet and Old Man Fjolsven before Jellyfish can roll over Raifang here. We do see the villagers retreating. There's no food left on the map, so he does actually have to start farming. And if we check out the wood situation for Raifang, is really going to be hurting. Military Academy coming down. Villagers sitting here idle as the Hersa coming and going to be cleaning this one up. He's not retreating. They've got to garrison your villagers, Raifang. Oh, it's just not with the APM, and Jellyfish is all over him right now as he is retreating back to his base, but losing that many villagers after the boom is going to be mattering quite significantly. Meanwhile, 1 battle boar is enough to take down this town center. That's an absolute tragedy if you're Raifang, because those heroes, I'm pretty sure he could just train 1 hero here and he could have picked off that battle boar and potentially picked up a bunch of more stuff there, but it's not happening. We do see a beautiful side build here from Freya as he's managed to get into this back area, splitting up the Ulfsark as well. Going to be attempting to hit maybe Jellyfish's economy or something like that. Hit Ahuet's, maybe get a hill fort up here and do a portable ram raid or something like that. There is a half HP town center here from Ahuet as well. There's the medium Ulfsark from Freya. And we do have Ares with the Fenris Wolf. They're coming in ready to hit this. There's no heroes here, so these wolves are going to do so much damage. There's the ancestors as well, but that's not going to matter that much at all. But 1 Fenris Wolf is going to get picked off by these cabinets. A little bit unlucky. Could have been Marco in that one a little bit there. And we do see Jellyfish grabbing this town center over here while this is all going on, hitting some raids over here, maybe looking for a side build for himself as well. Meanwhile, these Fenris Wolves look like they are actually sort of getting cleaned up by the Ancestors. The Ancestors, while they don't have any extra bonus damage against the Wolves, there are just so many of them, and we have 7 left still. So down to 6 now, but they will start slowing down. The Mountain Giant going to be helping to take down the Migdol Stronghold here, and then he will fall, and the Migdol Stronghold will be falling as well. And then everything else will be going down. Still no heroes over here. We just have 1 priest ready to clean this up, and those Fenris Wolves going to be retreating. I love the Fenris Wolves, but I wish that he would have just run past here with them, because there's no way to defend this. Run onto the villages, pick off all the villages. You do so much damage. Meanwhile, we've got a Longhouse coming up here for Jellyfish, who's just hit the Mythic Age through hell. And we've got Skadi coming in for Freya. That's going to be a very fast Balder incoming as well. He's sitting on 4 town centers. That's a lot of villages getting built for him right now. Freya's got 153 population, and I don't think very much of that is in army at all. We just see a Chaos coming down. Hits one of the Valkyrie, which is kind of big, and those throwing axemen as well, but the Fenris Wolves can be helping out as well. And now Jellyfish is hitting Ares' main base, who's now having to build some longhouses back home in order to try and stay alive. We just see a beautiful battle boar spawn there. That's going to help out gigantically with the town center raiding. Meanwhile, we've got the Nidhogg getting cast down onto the base of Raifang, who is just not able to hold on to this. He does have the Odysseus trying to pick off the battle boar here from Jellyfish, but he's just too slow. And he does pick off 2 of those battle boar, forward and he's going after another one, but he's just not able to do so. Meanwhile, the Nidhogg needs to get targeted by those watchtowers, by the town center, because he only has, you're going to be targeted by ranged units here, and you really struggle otherwise. Freya does cast the Frost God power over here as the attack coming in when it really needed to be done over here. And not only that, Jellyfish is hitting Ares as well, and he is just going out of control right now with these raids. But these Hursa will be falling very, very soon as the Hursa from Ares are able to prevent him from doing too much more damage. Now, Ryfang down to one town center, but Freya and Ares not able to push through. However, heavy infantry coming in for Freya, and I'm sure he's going to be relatively close to that Mythic Age soon. And we do see a beautiful side build yet again here by Ares, and also we've got a hill fort coming up here for Freya. He doesn't have access to Njord, so this temple here only going to be Frost Giants, not the best, and I don't think that you can spot this from Ahuet here. Yeah, but the hill fort will help with potentially some sort of portable ram raids with Balder, or you get those Balder rams out late game or later in the game. Huge raid onto Jellyfish's wood here, but at this point, you're just giving him more population here to make myth units, and he doesn't even care because you just can't pick off these. Ryfang just can't pick off these units. He's got no population. He's got 76. He's got 3,000 spare resources in the bank here. Now is when you just spam towers, my friend. I've been telling you this. When you cast Ceasefire early, it's a tough time to be alive. It's a tough time to be alive, because then you guys have to play the I'm probably going to lose this because I can't defend flaming weapons game, and that means it's spamming towers everywhere. And you probably could have actually held this town center if you did that instead of losing all those villages there. But unfortunate, we do see another couple of hill forts coming up. The fire giants are in here though. That's going to prevent these Ulfsark from doing anything, and the siege towers have managed to take down this town center while the raids are trying to slow down Jellyfish, but it's just not doing enough. Ulfsark's now coming in. They are lone wanderer Ulfsarks coming onto this wood line here, but looking like they're going to ignore it or something. No, they're going to turn around onto a Jellyfish, not paying attention because he's too busy microing everything on the field. Here, he still has this longhouse in the corner here if he wants to do some sort of a side build. Nidhogg raids onto Freya's villages as well. There's Helios for old man Fjolfsson. He's got some really strong units here. The Satyr, the medium destroyers, needs to get out some siege or some of those fire siphon, and he could just jump onto the base of Ares and take down his town center and take him out of the game, or potentially slow down the I'm still surprised there's no Balder coming in just yet for Freya, he's almost clicking up, but this is just so much damage is sustaining. He's not going to be able to come back from it. All these units are out of position. We've even got some walls here up for Ahuet, who's spotted this longhouse shenanigans here. We still see this hill forts going up and no rams to speak of. And then there's the Heka Gigantes, there's the medium destroyers, those siege weapons take down this town center super strong, or super fast I should say. No masons, no architects on that one either. And now Freya's going to have to retreat those villages, and he has clicked Balder. The Nidhogg is under attack by the town, so you can't leave that one there. And Ryfang, in that moment, decides to tap out, and Freya following, Ares following. GG, well played by Jellyfish with the support of Ahuet, and old man Fjolsvin never giving up there, playing incredibly well to keep himself in the game after getting completely destroyed by Freya. And this just came down to Ahuet in the very early game just picking off Freya's base here. That's actually insane here. Like, that early pressure did so much to slow Freya down, and actually was key there, because I'm sure that Freya would have easily been a huge Ragnarok and just done so much stuff there. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me so far. This is a really good game. We'll move on to another game very shortly, so we'll get that one on the way soon.